I'll give as an example. There was a young guy who had an idea about 18 months ago that connected up with us and pulled together a small team. Had zero money, great idea, zero cash. And within 12 months, just using some of the 12 steps and the principles that we talk about, he was able to raise $80,000, no strings attached. None whatsoever. And he had to work for it, but he worked smart, not hard, because he'd learnt some things that he needed to do, and he was mentored and coached by some good people as well. Subsequently, about 3-4 months ago, he got to a point where I spent some time on a Skype call with him, and he got to the point where I knew he had to step out, and he was hanging back. And I asked him a pretty hard question, and I shut up. And I waited for about 7 or 8 minutes as this guy deliberated on this question. And what it was I said to him, what is your intention going forward with this business idea from now on? What's your goal? And he had a choice. We'd come to a fork in the road, and I can't explain what the choice he had, but he had to either go left or he had to go right. And the right choice was to go right, using that as an example. And he wanted to continually go left, and it was, for me, it was going to be a dead end for him. I could see that, but I couldn't tell him that. Anyway, after 7 or 8 minutes, he made this decision to go right. And I'm listening to him, and he said, George, I feel like crying. I said, why? He said, this has been the scariest moment of my life. Yet I've made this decision and I feel empowered. And you know, within a week or two, a whole bunch of things drew together. This company now has the potential revenue, first stage revenue, of $10,000 to $11,000 a month. He signed up another $230,000 worth of cash, no strings attached. The second phase that he's working on now looks like bringing revenue to about $200,000 a month in about 12 months' time, and he's working on $2.5 million worth of funding to seed the growth of this business. See, he strategically looked at the business and then had to make a decision, but he had to set the intention or the goal first. And that was probably the scariest